Aloha soul. Thank you for saying hello. Hello, welcome. Mhm. Hi, Jisoo. So I'm going to share a few words. If you'd like to stay in silence, feel free to mute me. So someone wrote to me, I have wanted to offer free. So first of all, they shared some appreciation for Bruno's teachings and for this work I'm doing on YouTube. And this person wrote, I have wanted to offer free healing for a very long time, but unfortunately people want to know how many certificates one has. I have done 2 degrees in Reiki, and on my first attunement, I had profound spiritual experience. Mhm. I also completed journey therapy, also on healing. But what Bruno did was pure, authentic, simple, and powerful. I just had to write to say thank you, and I'm doing Bruno's healing method on myself, and then will give healing freely to all that ask. Wow. That last part brings tears to my eyes. And I didn't read the first part where this person expressed a lot of appreciation, and that's really nice. Don't get me wrong, it feels really nice to receive appreciation, but to hear someone say that they want to learn this so they can pass it along, mm, that that means so much to me. And yes, Bruno's model, method, whatever you want to call it, teaching, very, to use this person's exact words, very pure, authentic, simple, powerful. And this person shares they've done Reiki and they've done something called journey therapy, which I haven't heard of, but there's many modalities of therapy out there. And they say what Bruno did was authentic, simple, and powerful. I couldn't agree more. Authentic, simple, and powerful. Um, mhm, mhm. So, yeah, and it's this whole thing of certificates and degrees, and that's kind of how the world operates, credentials, and there's a reason for that. Like you don't want to go see a doctor that doesn't have the proper certificate, right? And, really what all this is about is connecting to God. And Bruno said he was available to help with that, but really just connecting to the energy of God and passing that along. And it is very pure and simple. And yes, there are some things that need to be learned about thoughts, about habit, about the nature of good and evil from a spiritual perspective. But again, none of this is complicated. None of what Bruno taught is complicated. So I was just really struck by this. This person is, it seems like they're new to Bruno and they maybe found out about him through this channel. And so I love hearing their response, right? Because I've been doing this, I think I'm approaching my over 9 years. So I have a lot of history and I think about it a lot. But here's someone who's new, and it reminds me of when I was new to all this. It's like, oh my gosh, this is so simple. Oh my gosh, this is so pure. Oh my gosh, this is so powerful. Could have been my exact words. So I really appreciate this person sharing from their heart and reminding us of the truth, or at least what I consider to be the truth. Mhm. That what Bruno taught is very simple and very pure. Oh, thank you, Aloha Soul. who wrote, "I am so grateful for you all." Welcome to the channel, Aloha Soul. It's the first time you've said hello. Thanks for saying hi. So, so there's this paradox I'm still sitting with and still exploring, and that's that, you know, it's all about each one of us having a direct connection to God and supporting each other on the path. And it's like, don't want to lean too much towards sort of dependence on external things like groups or, and it's really special and really supportive, and I'm very grateful as well. Mm. Wow. Hmm. Laura wrote, "I am probably the most wounded person on the planet. Like your story. This gives me so much hope that I can heal." And so that inspires me to say, at first, it, doing this with other people is important. In fact, Bruno himself said that if someone, it takes energy to take energy in. It's kind of like a radio. A radio receives a signal, but in order to do so, it has to have some energy. So until you have that capacity to take in the Hailstrom on your own, then yes, groups are very helpful, and um, mm, they were an integral part of my journey. And now, now it's in sharing that groups are an integral part of my journey. And Aloha, I've heard it all. I've heard it all. If you name an illness, I've healed it myself. I know someone personally who's healed it, or I've heard a medically documented report. I've healed many things in myself. I know many people. Some of the worst, you know, well, I mean, one story, this guy who had the chronic nightmares, the same nightmare for 20 years, every night, healed. I didn't meet that person, but I heard the story. However, I did meet someone who experienced childhood sexual abuse, bordering on satanic mind brainwashing. I wouldn't say bordering, you know, like child sexual abuse with brainwashing going on. I can't even imagine. This person was, they didn't have a happy day. I don't even know if they had a happy moment their entire childhood or adult life until they found this teaching. And that's not, those are psychological conditions, not to mention the physical healings. And so, a very warm welcome to you, Aloha. There is no incurable. It's my experience. I've had healings happen in a second. I've had healings that have taken years. I know someone very devoted to this path. She had a healing that took 20 years. So the thing is to never give up, to always stand by the truth that nothing is incurable, and also to surrender. We're not in charge. We don't, Bruno didn't teach people how to force a healing. Bruno taught people what causes illness and um, and also that sometimes there's a lesson to be learned. The timing of a healing Bruno said, is never up to us. Never up to us human beings. But it is up to us to do the right thing and to learn and grow. Mm. So, my new friend Aloha, and other friends, let's give our burdens over to God or to our dear friend Bruno. Whatever it is, let's give our worries and fears, our resentments. Take in the healing stream, the Heilstrom, mhm, and trust God and leave the results to God. Thank you so much for joining in, everyone. Aloha. Welcome to the channel. Thank you for saying hello. I wish everyone a beautiful, beautiful evening. Thank you for making my evening beautiful. Take care, angels. Big love.